Hello everyone, Stardust King here, and welcome back to Operencia, the Stolen Sun. I've literally done this episode the start of this episode 4 times now, because my internet keeps out of me trying to find all the keys. So I'm just going to run some quick diagnostics and whatnot, stream summaries, all that good stuff. Stream duration, live viewers, create an open ritual, share a joke, tell a story to get viewers' attention. Okay. Where did these come from? That's data. Alright, channel, rules, moderation. That's not what I'm looking for though. That's probably dashboard live. Let's see what I got. Alright. Stream marker. Bitrate. Current bitrate, small changes in bitrate are normal. Large changes in bitrate can indicate a connection issue. Details in Twitch Inspector. Sure. Sorry you guys, I'm just table event duration 35 seconds for second. One more second. Save play at 193. Live. Let's move around some. 1,933 kilobytes per second. Let's see about it again. Stable. Alright. Stable for the most part. 5. Alright, so I'm just gonna take some quick looks at them so I can actually see for myself. But yeah, let's actually rest you. As I said for like the 4th time, but the first time for you guys, I have the keys, so you wouldn't have to watch me sit around for 30 to 40 minutes to actually look for the keys. That would be kind of annoying for you guys, I know that. And as I always say, this is probably the key I would have got last. This is the last place I would have gone. You actually have to go to 35. I mean, seriously, the key gets in the bucket.
Pod can't go any lower than this. Not that we want.
Seriously. Voila.
Remarkable. Whatever metal comprises that key must be completely unmeltable.
Welcome to the land of the gods.
Alright. Let me take a quick look at this Twitch Inspector thing real quick. See if I had any interruptions. Disable events. No, everything seems to be good, more or less. No delay, bitrate. Very consistent. 424 kilobytes per second. No problems. I have to keep this in mind the next time I go live. Alright, let me actually pull up the Twitch on my phone now. See if that causes some complications with the bitrate. Because if watching this on my phone causing a horrible bitrate, then I probably can't do that anymore. But at the same time, I can't read the comments if I don't do that. So it's a weird conundrum I find myself in. But yeah, I actually looked down here, but I didn't see this key at first. This one would have been very easy for me to slide if I was actually paying attention. You're gonna pick it up, there you go. And boom, there you go. if I start experiencing interruptions, then I know exactly where to go. But I shouldn't experience anymore for the time being. I hope not anyways. Because this is, as I said, the 4th time I've done this entire thing. And Twitch just cut random parts of it out when it starts lagging too much. So I don't want like a incomplete video for you guys. Yeah, this is a lot faster than me just going around trying to look for all the keys, don't you think? I think so. Need this some time.
We still lack the wind key.
But does anyone else feel a draft from above?
And this is some wind key, which is the easiest one to find for you. She said something about it.
Ow! Damn, that's hot.
We must keep the key in its mold until we can find a way to pull it off.
Yeah, no kidding.
A proud horseman once wore this armor.
Remember when we were on the other side of this door, unable to open it? Well, now we can.
You also get an achievement if you unlock it. This door right here. Alright, I want to save first real quick. This is why we have a bunch of saves piled up on top of each other. So that way if something like this ever happens where I lose some footage due to my internet being complete trash for some odd reason. I don't know what's supposed to happen before that. I'm gonna have to start talking about that, that's all I'm talking about. But no, that's why we save a lot. Just in case I lose footage from any number of events. I can just come back. Or, but nobody will ever know the difference unless I say something about it.
This looks just like the lock to Hadur's castle.
Oh wait, what am I doing? I have to, you know, actually cool the key down. I forgot about that. It means I have to go to the lake. Yeah, it seems like my stream is doing well now. I think I figured out the underlying cause by myself, TBH. I'm not sure if he meant to or not, but I think our cable guy gave us a faulty
This lake's water is very clear and cold.
Ethernet cable. So I switched to like sort of old one that we had. TBH.
I will grab it, Yoshka. It's practically cooling off my warm hands.
Anyone mind if I just dip my fingers in this pond for a while?
Chilla, without your guidance, we would not have this at all.
Yes, this is indeed a key worthy of the gods. Hadur will honor your presence. Still, he may not like it. He can be a bit grumpy. Let us hope he sees the value you offer in finding his missing brother.
This fine key not only provides access to Firesmith King's castle, but it opens some special doors scattered around the world. Copper Forest key. Ooh. That's interesting. We also have some journal entries to read, TBH. Might as well, while we're here, right? We already read about Bulldazar. Common enemies. Lightning bugs. In certain parts of Operencia, fireflies like the one I caught on the World Tree are also known as lightning bugs. Alas, no one from these regions has ever met a lightning bug on the Copper Forest. What can one say about such creatures that isn't already in their name? They're bugs made of lightning that are very likely to use the living energy that compromises them to strike you down. That pretty much covers it. I've seen complicated machinery, and I've of course seen men, but machine men? Leave it to the land of gods to offer such abominations. The truth is, I'd find them fascinating. Chilla refer to them as woodcutters. Such odd terminology. There's no wood here in the copper forest, only copper. But who am I to argue with a god? Still, I'd call them copper soldiers instead. Again, they're trying to kill us. Yes, it was Hadur himself who brought these soldiers to life. And that's not completely inaccurate phrasing. Either Campo says that their state of being lies somewhere between program machinery, if such a thing is even possible, and actually humanity. There are souls in there, damned ones seeking repentance through servitude to Hadur. That can't be an adorable afterlife. I can only imagine what a lesser alternative is like in the underworld. In Copper Forest. So this is the land of the gods. Hadur's special corner of it. At least, the Copper Forest certainly is impressive, but I can't help feeling that the Firesmith King was a little shafted with his older brothers, who lord over him. Lord over Sun and Wind getting golden and silver forest respectively. It's just nice to be somewhere that isn't cursed for once. On the contrary, the Copper Forest feels oddly blessed, minus the copper soldiers and the lightning bugs, bent on our destruction. Of course, it is in every way a forest full of trees. Only the trees are made of metal rather than wood, even though they appear to grow in a very similar manner. Speaking of that, here's one thing I find annoying. You know how another term for forest in Operencia is woods? That doesn't apply here. So if we can't get the woods, what should we go with? The metals? It doesn't sound right, does it? You're not wrong, Gorska. It doesn't sound right. And items. Copper Forest Key. At last, a special item we carry whose origins I fully understand. It's a key, a very large key that opens very large doors like the one to Hadur's castle. Come to think of it, I've seen a few unopenable doors around Operencia with a very similar look. I wonder what would happen if you tried them there. So is the key? No, key isn't an item like that. So we have 3 more items left to get. I apologize for the weird slowdown that we're experiencing. Actually quite fun, TBH. Okay, it's starting to speed up. There you go. That was weird, TBH. I might have to go back to the main menu for just a spell. I still wonder how you get that key. I want to try something real quick. TBH. Nope. Okay, it has nothing to do with that. Okay, and it seems like we returned to regular speed for the time being. Also, hold on. If I go down here and go up here and go through the base, I'll get to where I want to go a lot faster. But yeah, the slowdown is not good. I actually want to get into combat and see how it works in combat. But at the same time, yeah, that's just save and quit real quick. Go back to the menu. Have to wait like 3 more minutes for it to load again. Hopefully, I get rid of the slowdown just a little bit. Not out, exit out the game. Probably the first game that actually had a slowdown that I ever played. It's weird. Never encountered the bug before. Maybe it's just my old Xbox not being able to handle this game. Who knows? Yeah, that's not as fast as I thought. Well, still it's a lot. Anyways, we're going... Where are we? We're going here. Down, left, down, left, down, right, down, left. And we're here. Along with some nice gold. Anyways, we have a key. Secret. This is an interesting area. I wonder where it leads. Okay, is this going to be 100% of the map explored? Ah, it connects to this. Chainmail, amulet of Gonto, and 1500 gold. Okay, I'm missing 96%. 96, I'm missing 4% of the map. I've literally walked through every area. No, I have not. There's this one area at the bottom of the map that I haven't been through yet. Let's give it a Chilla, I guess. That's not really helpful. So we already... I guess so. I was about to say we already, well, it's obvious. Anyways, let's actually go to King Hadur. It's unlikely Hadur will allow us to return here once we enter his palace. Are you sure we're ready to go?
Companions unlocked the door, not knowing what to expect on the other side. They were greeted by darkness and silence. For a full minute, they moved forward with only enough light to see a few steps ahead, until suddenly they found themselves in the presence of Hadur, seated upon his throne, with an appropriately godly presence. Fiery light filled the room in an instant. If this was some sort of intimidation tactic by the Firesmith King, it was working.
You have arrived.
Hadur's words were stern, yet strangely inviting. Not quite welcoming, but inviting.
We have, Lord Hadur. A lifelong mission brings me to you, whilst those with me seek an audience with you for other important reasons.
Your reasons are the same, whether you know it or not. You, Sebastian, seek to fulfill a personal prophecy involving the finest blade I ever crafted. Everyone else, you aim to find my brother. Your world will die without him. Yet you stand no chance against the dragon who has enslaved Nokkirai, without the very sword Sebastian so desperately pursues.
Our paths are linked.
They are. But to face the dragon's flame in the underworld, you must be prepared.
Prepared? You mean with the sword we seek? And did you say the underworld?
You will need the sword, yes. And the armor I have yet to craft for you. The dragon holds my brother in the underworld, and he has no reason to leave the realm that fuels his powers. You have no choice but to confront him there.
But how? We have no means to enter that dreadful place.
You will, but first return to the Copper Forest. To the west you will find the axe of the Iron Kneader. Only with this mystical tool will you be capable of retrieving a limb from the three-branch tree, from which your new armor will be forged. You will know everything I have to tell you. Now, take the west exit. Do not keep me waiting.
I actually do like Hadur's voice. TBH. Keymaster. Completed Copper Forest. Not his voice per se, but the thing going on with his voice. Sounds rather cool. Let's read this actually. Having passed Hadur's test, your group sets out to find the axe of the Iron Kneader, which you will use to cut off a piece of the three-branch tree. There you go. It seems a simple task, but alas, simplicity has played no role in this quest so far. Watch anything change now. I've gotten a little bit too close to my phone for that. That's a red golem right there. Not a red golem, a red copper soldier. And magical lightning traps. Anything else before we get started with it? Guess so. I'm not sure why you're showing us this empty pathway. Produce for us not important.
Back in this
Campfire
dreadful forest. At least we won't have to worry about weapon-wielding woodcutters anymore. He surely called them off. Right?
Maybe. You did predict some death traps earlier that we never really saw. Hear that churning? I think we're about to.
Cut a branch from the three-branch trees. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and get our magic shovel. Ah, the pain.
Ah, yes, a death trap.
You can go
An
over to your
unwelcome
wizard
visitor
too.
taunted them from the other end.
I see you made it to the top of the tree. So did I.
Boldijar.
Even if you do make it past this, more traps await you. Not to mention woodcutters, now under my control. More driven than ever to kill you. Good luck.
That's what I read.
He left the scene. They could no longer see him.
Nobody likes you, do they, Keller?
He will pay.
I mean, it's not all his fault, TBH. It's kind of your fault. It's all your fault, TBH. Why would you sacrifice your wife to, you know... Should I go there? Sure. No reason. Why would you sacrifice your wife to build some castles? Ow. That was just stupid on my part, TBH. But it doesn't really matter at this point. And that was the reason why I came down here. It was for treasure. Hadur's boots. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Intelligence? No. Right. Vigor, fire resistance, vigor, damage reflection, strength, fire resistance, immune. All fire damage is converted into energy. Omeze, I have some boots for you. Especially for you, 2BH. I guess I know who this set's going to. We got Gonzo stuff. May have to get that to Campo. mean, this isn't really that dangerous, TBH.
Has Hadur betrayed us? Why do his woodcutters still assault us?
Boldijar's evil magic has infected them. They will attack more ferociously than ever now.
Technically, his magic isn't evil. He feels he is doing this for the greater good.
He aims to annihilate the only group that can save Operencia from eternal darkness. How is that not evil?
The Garbon Siash order can be very strange.
The irony of that statement is completely lost on you, isn't it?
What?
My God, they hurt. That was a lot of damage that I was not fully expecting, TBH. That works. Now my internet is messing up again. So some of this fight may be cut out for YouTube viewers. It's really nothing I can do about it. Let's see. I guess I'll hit him with the fire now. PH. Kill Reserve. Interesting. Let's use Flash. It's actually a fair bit more dangerous than the other ones, TBH. Cursed Copper Soldiers. Just when I thought we had proven ourselves against Hadur, all we needed to... Just when I thought we had proven ourselves to Hadur, God goes and loses his Copper Soldiers. But angering a god of war is simply not my style. Under Baldur's War's control, they seem to be stronger than they were before, so it makes 2 times these peaceful woodcutters are out to become peaceful bone cutters. Sorry, I get much less clever under the rest.
Guess he wasn't bluffing about those other traps.